Thank you again for joining us on the program. More than 20,000 people have been made homeless across several provinces in the Central African Republic, CAR, and an additional 8,000 people in the capital, Bangui. It comes after 2 days of rain and severe flooding in the Central African nation. Prime Minister Femi Ngrebada on Tuesday had explained that the situation worsened following the overflow of the Bangui River, located in the southwest of the capital, Bangui. He then appealed for international support.
Our correspondent in Bangui, Central Africa, Crispin Demba-Sakete, is with us. Crispin, bonjour. Hello.
Bonjour.
Crispin, tell us about the ongoing relief operations to help the 28,000 flood victims who are still waiting for help. The Minister of Humanitarian Action said she's working on the government's response today. What can be said about it? What has already been done?
Que peut-on dire sur cette réponse?
The situation is currently worrying. It continues to rain almost every day, and the level of the Bangui River, which serves as the natural border between CAR and DRC, continues to rise, diverting water inland. In Bangui, the capital, it is the southern and the southwestern districts that are affected. The number of people affected is already over 8,000, according to the Red Cross. Their homes are either swallowed up by the water or partially destroyed. Many have already moved to host families or to sites made available by the authorities. Other cities in the interior of the country are also affected by the floods.
So in Bangui, we're told, Bangui, the capital, we're told that some of the districts have been literally turned into swamps. Now, this surely must present risk of waterborne diseases, doesn't it?
The health and humanitarian authorities are keen on this point, and the risk of an epidemic is real, encouraged by poor hygiene conditions. Indeed, one of the city's largest landfills is located in this area, which means the garbage ends up on the surface of the water. The same applies to the contents of latrines that rise to the surface. The government has declared a state of natural disaster. How is it managing the situation? The Central African President Faustin Archange Touadéra, the PM, and members of the government visited the affected areas and the victims. For the past 2 days, the government has been facilitating their evacuation by providing vehicles. Some are temporarily relocated to public sites such as the Bangui Sports Stadium, which is hosting several hundred of them. Emergency kits consisting of food and non-food items are also being distributed to them. But we will probably have to go beyond that in the coming weeks to help those who have lost their homes and to help them rebuild. Thank you, Crispin Demba-Sakete, for answering all our questions.
Merci à vous d'avoir accepté de répondre à nos différentes questions ce matin dans le Nicole.
Merci à vous.